This machine is tested at the edge of destruction.
If this button is pressed, something has already gone wrong.
This edge is thinner than a human hair.
At this scale, imperfections are unacceptable.
Cracks invisible to the eye can still destroy an engine.
Software watches what humans cannot.
Failure always starts small. Every shift begins the same way.
This is where flight is built.
Every part we show you ends here. Nothing here can fail.
Every jet engine begins as raw metal.
Some of these alloys exist nowhere else on Earth. Before shaping metal, its chemistry must be perfect. A fraction of a percent can change everything. These metals must survive temperatures hotter than lava. Strength begins at the atomic level.
Heat is the first transformation.
Only perfect material moves forward.
Most metal never becomes an engine.
Once inside, there is no turning back. The metal is ready to be forced into shape. This machine applies more force than an earthquake. The metal flows like liquid, without melting.
Forging is never done in one strike.
This is strength designed into the metal itself.
Hidden cracks are caught here or nowhere.
Accuracy here is measured in microns.
Even tools wear out against these alloys. Automation ends where accountability begins.
Now it earns its blades.
Every turbine blade begins as a perfect wax copy.
Any flaw here becomes a flaw in metal.
The wax is sacrificed to make space for metal.
Inside, every cooling channel is already formed. This forces the metal to grow in one direction. One crystal. No weak boundaries.
This blade has already survived hell.
Air flows inside the blade itself. Too thin or too thick, both will fail.
One hidden crack ends everything. Most blades never fly. Small parts carry enormous responsibility. Air keeps the blade alive.
Only now is it allowed near the engine.
This drum will soon spin faster than a jet on takeoff.
Machines place the blades. Humans approve them.
Each stage squeezes the air harder than the last.
Even a tiny misalignment would tear this apart.
Silence here means success. Balance is the difference between flight and failure.
Now the air has a path.
This is the engine's lungs.
This thin shell must survive constant fire. Air flows through these holes to keep metal alive.
This spark starts everything.
The fire must float without touching metal. Heat is constantly watched. Only now is fire allowed inside the engine.
Fire and motion are about to meet.
From this point on, the engine is alive.
Fire is trapped. Power is ready. This disc will endure temperatures hotter than lava.
Each blade is thinner than a coin and far more dangerous. Once locked, there is no second chance. This is where fire gives up its energy. Fire meets motion, perfectly aligned. All that fire, now has only one way out.
This is thrust before it exists.
Now comes the only test that matters.
If this works, it will fly. Every system is live. Every sensor is watching.
Ignition.
Thousands of measurements every second. This is where engines fail or prove themselves.
If it survives here, it survives flight.
Even at full power, control is never lost.
Silence means success.
This engine is cleared to fly.
From raw metal to controlled flight.